25% load. We're running at 427 amps, 349 kW, with 52 kVAR, which is our loss to the transformers. Power factor's at a 0.99. For our controller, we can see generator, bus, voltages, amperages, phase sequence, everything between the bus versus the generator.
So at 100% capacity, what should the readings be at 100%?
It should be right around 450 kW at 100% for continuous rating. As far as the engine, we can see engine RPM, oil pressure, water temperature, fuel levels, battery voltages, engine hours, link between the engine and the controller. This right there gives you all the information you really need there.
I think that was Rudy's whole thing where, hey, who are you guys working with on the protection side?
This is the J-bar where you're gonna make up your connections right here. So you have 3 connections, 1, 2, 3. You tie in the concentric, and you can tie it into your bus right up here, or you can go to the frame of the generator itself right here. Everything is tied in back to the transformer, which is tied into the grounding bank, which is grounded. So Al has everything tied into the ground right here. But with that being said, this is the other side where you're going to make up the rest of your connections, whether it's going to a transformer or a switch or whatever piece of equipment. But ultimately, they're going to be two sides of the connection. You know, it's going to be the PG&E side, and then it's going to be the Agrekko side. So it's just one run of cable. Essentially, that's all you're going to have essentially. Right here in the Agrekko piece of equipment, right behind door, where they don't have the doors labeled, but I would say door number 1. However, whenever they check phase and rotation, there will be the PIC along with the Agrekko guy, making sure that that they're talking and that they are communicating, so that they can check it on both ends to ensure that everything phases correctly and rotation is done correctly.
So here basically you have a Beckwith relay on the top and an SEL relay on the bottom below that. Both of those relays are working as masters, so they're redundant. Below that you have some breaker controls and lights. And then to the right of that there's a gauge. That gauge is our rotation meter, now permanently wired to this equipment. So Agrekko and the PG&E employees can view that meter from here, so from a safe distance, and tell, basically check rotation between the generator and the utility side before we hook up. And obviously that's important when we're energizing for 3-phase customers.
Pretty much like, hey, we gave them the settings, it's pretty simple, why do you need us up?
This test is a cold load pickup test. In this test, we are confirming that the generator can pick up 300 kW when operating at less than 25% of its capacity. This step is equivalent to 15 amps of primary load. This is test number 2. This is our continuous load test. In this test, we are confirming that the generator can handle a continuous load of 455 kW. This is equivalent to about 22 amps of primary load. This is test number 3. This is a peak load test. In this test, we are confirming that the generator can handle a peak load of 507 kW for a duration of 10 minutes. This is equivalent to 24 amps of primary load. This is test 4. This is our phasing and rotation check. In this test, we are confirming that utility phasing and rotation match generator phasing and rotation. This is test number 5. This is our generator out of phase protection test. In this test, we are confirming that the generator will not close into utility when phase and rotation do not match with utility. We have test number 6, and this is a generator utility grid sync. In this test, we are confirming that the generator is capable of synchronizing and paralleling to the utility. Okay, this is test number 7, generator utility grid sync and island. In this test, we are confirming that the generator is capable of synchronizing and paralleling with the utility. And once paralleled, we are confirming that the generator can separate from utility and independently carry the load.